Հարկերի Համազգայինի շրջանային վարչության, հայ օգնության միության սիփան մասնաճյուղի, Ահարոնյան Գոմիդեի Սուրբ Ասածին եկեղեցվո ներկայացուցիչներ, ինչպես նաև հարգարժան բարոն Պետրոս Ալահայդոյան։ Համազգայինի Յովհաննէս Թումանեան մասնաճյուղի կողմէ բարի երեկո ձեր բոլորին։ Մի քանի ամիսներու աշխատանքների ետք ուրախ ենք, որ այսօր ի վերջո պիտի ունենանք հայկական, դասական եւ ժողովրդական երգեր, կատարողութեամբ Անդրանիկ Գզիրեանի, Երուանդ Գազարեանի եւ Վիգ Մոմճեանի։ Մեր մասնաճիւղը առաջին անգամ հաջող ունեցավ Անդրանիկին ունենալու նոյեմբեր 2011-ին։ Այդ ընտրութենեն ողջավորված ամիջապես որոշեցինք ձեռնարկել այսօրվան մեր ելույթը։ Հույսով ենք, որ դուք այսօր ողջավորված կհեռանաք այս սրահին։ Հազիվ թե մեր այս աշխատանքը սկսած էինք, ես դժբախտություն ունեցա իմ շատ սիրելի մայրս գործընծնելու։ Իր անունին Սյուզան Մզիգյանին հիշատակին տեղի ունեցան նվիրատվություններ մեր մասնաճյուղին։ Այդ հավաքված գումարով մենք դարձյալ ծրագիրը ձեռնարկեցինք։ Սկսանք պատրաստել դաստիարակիչ պոստերներ եւ ծրիապար բաժնեցինք հայկական դպրոցներու, կենտրոններու եւ ակումբներու։ Լույս տեսան 3 պոստերներ։ Երրորդը, որ լույս տեսավ 3, նվիրված է հայկական ժողովրդական գործիքներու, մեր այսօրվա ելույթի առիթով։ Հակառակ որ այս պոստերները ծրիապար կնվիրենք դպրոցներու, կփորձենք նաև վաճառել անհատներու, որպեսզի ավելի երկար շարունակենք մեր այս ազգօգուտ աշխատանքը։ Դուք կգնաք ելույթի վերջը ցեցկել այդ պոստերներուն, ինչպես տեսակ մուտքին են, եւ ինչպես նաև կգնաք ցեցկել Անդրանիկ Գզիրեանի հետազոտական աշխատանքի օրինակներ են research paper-ները։ Խոսքս ավարտելը առաջ շնորհակալություն կուզեմ հայտնել իմ վարչական ընկերներուս Արտակ Ռոշյան Բերժյան, Միրնա Սարգսյան Մզդիգյան, Ռոզին Սիմիթյան, Հրայր Տեջիրյան, Վաղինակ Բաբայան, Միշել Շարինյան։ Առանց իրենց անցագարկ օգնության կարելի պիտի չլար այս ձեռնարկը իրագործել։ Սակայն ամենեն մեծ շնորհակալական խոսքը կուզեմ ուղղել ձեզ սիրելի ներկաներ։ Ձեր ներկայությունը այսօր ոչ միայն գնահատելի է, բայց նաև քաջալերան կհանդիսանա Համազգայինի ապակա ծրագիրներու։ Ձեզի հաճելի ունգնություն կմաղթեմ եւ այժմ բարձրախոսս կուզեմ հանձնել Անդրանիկ Գզիրեանին, որ իր սրտի խոսքը ասի։ Շնորհակալություն։
I'd like to welcome you all to the concert tonight. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. The concert is going to feature music, obviously, but given the content of the program, I wanted to take some time to say a few words about the kinds of songs we're going to play and the composers that compose them. I'm sure many of you know, as we are diaspora Armenians, many of us have a twisted and demented lineage in terms of where we ended up in the world after 1915. And part of the stigma and the trauma of dealing with genocide was shutting off acknowledgement and respect and playing and simple things like that of certain music. And because I grew up in the eastern United States, and I see some familiar faces here who are also from there, it's been important to me since I was a child to kind of rediscover some of that music and share it with the audience. And that is fully what we intend to do tonight. I'm very honored to have 2 amazing talents that are going to be accompanying me today. If you look at your programs that you received before you walked in, Yervan Kalajan is an absolutely phenomenal, virtuosic violin talent. He's sitting to my right. I'm very honored to have him on stage with me. And also Vig Momճեանի, who is also an amazing talent, virtuoso on the bass. They added a very nice depth and color to some of these songs, which were composed in a simpler style. But being 2012 and being so musically adventurous and a little out of our minds. We tried to arrange them in new ways, new colorful ways, add some new flavors. And that is what we're going to be sharing with you tonight. So I really want to thank everyone for coming. I know this is something a little different, something new for many of you here. So I really appreciate the love from everyone in the audience, so thank you for coming. I also like to thank the local Hamazkayin, the Glendale Hamazkayin. They did a lot of hard work. They promoted the event, they helped organize it, and as you can see on the stage, they took the time to put props which helped to illustrate the time and the era and the region, which is our homeland, from which we came, that is not remembered accurately anymore. So I thank you for taking the time to do that. It means a lot. And with that, we're going to get started. The programs that you have have been researched. I'm kind of crazy about this stuff, so I do a lot of research. All the composers, the songs, the regions, everything is in the program based on information that we could find. And this program is the derivative of a concert I did when I was at Columbia. I had a very honor, I mean, it was just a complete honor for me to work with Андրանիկ Գզիրեանի, and I don't know if many of you know who he is. He's an oud master. He writes songs all over the world, performs all over the world, and I had a chance to work with him. I know his family through the AYF. And we did a concert together with two ouds, and this concert is a cousin of that concert with slightly different instrumentation. So enjoy the show, and we're going to get started. Thanks. As you see, the oud is very primitive, so sometimes I have to tune. It takes a few minutes. The first two songs you heard in your program, as you can see, the first medley, Asumente and Bingil, those are traditional kind of waltz-based songs that are, I mean, very typical to a lot of the Soviet-era Armenian composers. Bingil is obviously from the Western Armenia, Anatolian region. There's really no credit for the composer for that song, but it's very popular. Many have arranged it, just like we just did. The second piece was a piece by Bimenchen der Ghazarian. He was one of the most prolific composers of the Ottoman era, and he was Armenian, like many of his peers. And that's one of his most famous songs, and it's still sang today. The following song is a mix of Eastern Armenian tradition and diasporan Armenian influences. One of my mentors, John Berberian, he's a very respected oud player. He heard this song when Khachadur Avedisyan came to the United States, and he heard it, the music played, he heard the arrangement, and he went home, he loved it so much that he recorded the song. And we're going to try to do that recording some justice right now. So please enjoy. next piece is an original composition by our violinist, by Yeruandt. So it's a beautiful piece, and just listen. That's all I have to say. Pretty good, right? The next piece is actually a composition I wrote a long time ago. It's in the Tamzara tradition of Armenian music, and this is my version. The first song you heard there is Sadiaf Chig, and that's also not attributed to a composer. It's just a widespread traditional song. But the second, I'm sure you recognize, is one of Sayed Nawaz's most well-known pieces, Kani Gorjani. The following piece we're going to play is another original composition by Vig Momճeani, our very talented bass player. It's a great song. It has wonderful energy, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
you. I'm sure you recognize the first one. It's Listening and Get Ned by Garo Zakarian. We played it in a slightly different time signature, 10/8, which is a traditional Armenian dance from Western Armenia. And a lot of songs that are kind of in a 6/8 or a waltz, some of the musicians adapted them to the 10/8 time signature, and that was just an example of that. And the second half was a wedding song, very festive, usually played when the bride and groom come in. The next song is by Tatios Ekserjan. As I was mentioning earlier, some of the Armenian composers of the Ottoman period, he is one of the other luminaries. Think of him as like Mozart. He was on that level, and he was very, very respected. And unfortunately, because of a lot of the taboos there, people really don't give him his due, that he's an Armenian. So we're going to do that right now. first piece was Anush Karun. I'm sure many of you have heard of that song. There's a funny story about that song. Tanya Ghazarian is the composer. When he first wrote it, it was deemed too Armenian sounding by record company executives. And they took the song and that one note that I'm sure you all recognize that sounds Armenian, they took that note out and they made it more palatable for a Western audience. So there are recordings of that song done by Armenian musicians with, I believe it was RCA and some others, maybe in the 50s or 60s in the United States. But we played it in the original form. And obviously Անդրանիկ Գզիրեանի, the composer, Sampat, I'm sure you all know, he was killed on April 24th, 1915, as it says in the program. So he was one of our artistic martyrs. So we wanted to remember him by playing it. The next song is called the Lazbar. It is a traditional Armenian piece that I grew up hearing from when I was a child. It's in 7/8 meter. It's very frantic, and it's meant to emulate fishermen as they're trying to catch their fish. So have fun with it. Was, I'd say, probably the most famous Armenian songwriter from Turkey. He was blind. His legend is, it looms over many of the Armenian lute players. He was basically, he was a living legend. And when he came to the United States, he would come on trips and he would hold classes, not as many people as are in here, but he would hold classes with many of my mentors, and I was very lucky that through them I could feel a piece of him. He was called Hrant Emre, which means of the soul, because of his style of playing. He had a very fluid style. He was an innovator. A lot of the things that I learned and that I tried to improve myself are things that he came up with or that he gets credit for adapting the oud to those styles. So these two pieces are two of his most popular songs, Paro Diegar, Siro Niara, and Siro Nachik. So we're going to play those right now. one final song, as you can see in the program. But before we do that, I just wanted to let you know that we're going to have a dance accompanist, Lordy Triajan, right? That's going to be dancing. And it's a very playful medley. Sari Sirunyad by Kuzan Ashot, and Al Ailu Skorav, which is by Komidas, perhaps one of our most notable composers and collectors and ethnomusicologists. So we're going to conclude with that piece, and Lori will be joining us in the middle of the medley. stick around. We're going to be here for a little bit, and we'd love to meet many of you and tell you about what we do. So stick around. Thanks.